This is an in-depth analysis on the fashion brand Coach Incorporated and how it went from being Coach class reverting back to its luxury image. So, a little bit about the history of Coach. It was founded by Don Hughes in Manhattan in 1941. Coach emerged as an American luxury brand known for their well crafted leather goods, such as their handbags, their business cases, footwear, outerwear, watches, jewelry, and other lifestyle products. So, the phenomenon surrounding Coach. Coach became so popular due to the quality of the product as well as its pricing compared to its competitors. It was priced a little bit more cheaper than its competitors, such as Kate Spade, Tory Burch, and Marc Jacobs, who we'll get into later. It was headquartered in New York, and Coach became an affordable luxury phenomenon across the world. So, here's a pie chart that breaks down Coach's store count. This pie chart, it was found on the company's website under financials. So here we see that there's about 304 retail stores in the US. That includes flagship stores as well as department stores, 199 factory stores, 199 stores in Japan, 37 stores in Canada, 155 stores in China, 28 stores in Europe, and 97 stores in other parts of the world. I will now go in depth on a few challenges Coach faced which hinder their brand. I'll be discussing their multi channel distribution, such as retail stores, factory stores, department stores, direct mail, catalogs, and online stores. For the purpose of this presentation, I'll be discussing a huge role that opening up too many factory stores played in Coach's downfall. Coupon overload. So, in order to gain consumers who would opt out of buying regular priced merchandise, Coach offered coupons across all distribution channels. And by doing this, they unintentionally conditioned their consumers to shop when a coupon or sale was available, making it difficult to see the value in purchasing anything for full price. Some of Coach's Some of Coach's roadblocks were inflicted upon itself when the distinction between its factory and luxury flagship stores became blurred, which makes one wonder why bother entering a flagship store at all. There were approximately 304 flagships and department stores within miles of 199 factory stores. From my personal experience, my mom used to buy me Coach bags from department stores such as Bloomingdale's in the early 2000s. When outlets like Woodbury became popularly known, my mom began to shop at the factory outlets. So, because factory outlets were all over, no one wanted to buy anything for full price, and it made it ridiculous to walk into a Coach store and actually pay full price for something when everything around you was much cheaper. Some of Coach's competitors are Tory Burch, Marc Jacobs, and Michael Kors. So, Tory Burch, she's famously known for her flats. They retail for about 190, 200 starting price, and they go up to about 225, 250. Michael Kors, his watches retail for about 150, 200, and the prices go up. And Marc Jacobs, he's known for a lot of his totes and his handbags, and retailing price can start anywhere from about 200 and go all the way up. So with Tory Burch, Michael Kors, and Marc Jacobs, they don't have coupons for their watches, their flats, and their totes, nor do they continuously give out coupons because it's an affordable luxury good, and they realize that their products are in high demand. So why just give it to consumers so easily when they're begging for it? So why did consumers shift away from Coach? Well, for starters, Coach was beginning to be too accessible. There were hundreds of factory stores, hundreds of department stores, and flagship stores, and Coach began to oversaturate the market. Coach was everywhere we turned. And on top of that, consumers' lifestyle, their attitudes, societal concerns, everything changed. So the design was no longer appealing, the design did not fit their lifestyle anymore, and the design did not fit their attitudes as well. Also, the brand was no longer a luxury good. With so many offerings of coupons online and in magazines, Coach was no longer a luxury good, and that's what everyone focused on. Everyone wanted to portray themselves a certain way in society, and Coach did not fulfill that purpose anymore. Another roadblock that Coach faced was economical hardships. Their market share declined. In 2011 up until 2012, their market share declined by about 19%, and that was due to Kate Spade, Michael Kors, and Tory Burch stealing away that market share as well as sales. Sales declined. Factory outlets were responsible for about 40% to 70% of Coach's sales. And with everyone not wanting to buy Coach products anymore, and with online websites where people could surprisingly buy Coach items even cheaper than in the factory stores, that decreased sales drastically. So, getting into how Coach can resolve its dilemma, well, I'll be talking about shifting the promotional schedule, closing factory stores, selling high end merchandise in department and flagship stores, as well as changing the design of the bags and making them more modern and making them more relatable to the consumer. So, Victor Lewis, who is he? He's the Chief Executive Officer for Coach. He was appointed in 2014. He was a former president and CEO of Coach Japan Incorporated, um, and he oversees all of the company's revenues, strategy, and merchandising. Stewart. So Stewart is the new creative director. He joined Coach in 2013. He is leading the women's and men's product design, brand imagery, and store environment. So he's responsible for a lot of the modern pieces that we now will be seeing in Coach. Coach's new consumer profile. So, Coach's target market is women between the ages of 20 to 40, 20 years old to 34 years old, comprising of about 20% of sales, whereas 35 to 40 years old, comprised of 16% of sales. Their new design. So, Coach has been creating a lot of modern pieces that we now can relate to and pieces we can use in our everyday lives rather than the old Coach logo. So, Coach will be closing about 20% of its factory stores. They'll be opening about 12 flagship stores and tourist attractions, and they will be selling more of their high end price merchandise in department stores such as Bloomingdale's and their flagship stores. Coach will now be offering fewer coupons, so they've shifted their promotional schedule to a more biannual sales schedule, which is more in line with other luxury brands and retailers. So they're not doing what they were doing before and continuously giving out coupons for every single occasion. So they're reeling back in their consumers and they're being more of a luxury brand like they once used to be. So, future recommendations for stakeholders. So, this topic is of interest to board of directors and managements as well as customers and employees because you want to offer a premium lifestyle good and service that is relevant and innovative. You want to make sure that it's extremely well made and that it's being sold at an attractive price if you want to position yourself as a luxury good. You also want to make sure that your product is distinctive, easily recognizable, and is constantly delivering a constant message. For stakeholders, you want to make sure that your product is in good standing so that you can increase market share. And for consumers purchasing such products, you want to be proud that you have a product that is recognizable and it has a perception of a status. And that is my Coach presentation. Thank you.